Race Sky. Solo!
Greetings from Portugal. Oh, great. We got a pirate in here. Sup, guys? Sup? I'm just sharing out the stream here a little bit. So, what's happening, guys? What's happening, guys? This is gonna be just kind of a chill hangout stream. It's gonna be kind of a channel update slash life update because, hey, guess whose birthday is just around the corner in like 8 days? So technically the title is clickbait because I'm not 27 yet. I'll be 27 in 8 days, and I'm gonna be going on a little bit of a vacation. Gonna be spending some time at my grandma's for a week, and by the time my birthday does come around, which is the 19th, it's literally the 11th, 8 days. But on Sunday, my birthday, I won't be here. So I figured, you know what? Why not just go live now, hang out, chat, talk, see what's up, and update not only you guys, but kind of like that this entire channel is basically, I don't know what to explain, kind of like a vlog almost for me. Like, I have literally on this channel my last, like, 3-4 birthdays, and I've always done a birthday stream, and kind of a life update stream, so I figured, why not do that again? I have no idea if I'm going to get any comments or anything, and just see what's up. See what's up. Yep, see what's up. See what's up. See if anyone even comes in. If I don't get anybody, that's fine. Because this video wasn't planned or anything. Yeah, let's play some rock music. Yeah, there. Alright, so what's been going on with me lately? You know, it's funny because I know it doesn't really look like it at all. Like, at least like me. You compare me to my last me from a couple of years ago, I look exactly the same, but actually I've changed a lot. I am a lot different than I've been every single year. I think as I become 27 years old, 26, 27 years old, I think this year specifically has been my like year of growth, basically, as just a person in every single dimension. I don't know what else to say. Sorry. So you know how sometimes your ears just scratch underneath the headphones? Yeah, I hate that. I hate scratchy ears. But Yeah, no, a lot has actually been happening for me for the past couple of months, and yeah, just a whole bunch of things have been changing, and yeah, I've just been kind of this weird self-improvement kick. It sounds like really, really weird, but I'm telling you what, ever since I kind of started, and I kind of really started back in like 2020, you know, 2024, the beginning of this year, back in January 1st. Like I swear, it was the end of 2023, and I was in a pretty good place. Oh, hey, so check out who it is, guys. It's the ghost of Star Wars Network, aka Ninja. It's the ghost.
Yeah.
It's the ghost. Check out who it is. This guy doesn't exist anymore.
I don't really. I don't at all.
Well, guess what? Neither do I really, so it's okay.
Yeah, you guys want to see my messy room?
Oh,
You'll
God.
see my messy room. I don't care.
Yep. Yep.
I really don't care anymore.
Hey, I have a bunch of boxes just sitting out. Of course, I have a bunch of boxes sitting out all the time. But, yeah, you know, back to, like, the quote-unquote update stuff that was going on before you came on here and enjoyed. Yeah, like, it's really weird, but, like, at the end of 2023, you know, I finally got a house, and I finally got really settled in the house, and I finally felt like, you know what? It's like my time. It's my time. I'm actually like in the right. I want to say right place. It's like the right mindset. I was like pretty much in the right mindset to try to like basically self-improve myself, basically. And so what I've been doing for this entire year, and I can't believe that it's been 5 months. I've actually stuck to this 5 months. Is one. I actually got on like a really good sleeping schedule. Like, guys, I can't tell you how bad my sleeping schedule was for 8 years straight, and how that just messed me up both physically, mentally, and like there were there were like days where, yeah, you know, I figured I don't have anything to do. You know, take care of my cats. Yeah, well, guess what? My dad can take care of my cats. I don't have to wake up in the morning. And I just simply started to change that. And I got onto like a really good schedule. And just by sleeping better has helped me so much. By sleeping better, by exercising more. And yes, I lift weights. No, I don't lift a lot of weights. In fact, I know this sounds embarrassing to some people, but the fact is, I just bench pressed 30 pounds yesterday. Like, I know you can only do 30 pounds weekly. Yeah, guess what? I couldn't lift 30 pounds, bro. I can lift 30 pounds now. So whoever wants to go, you can't lift. Guess what? I'm lifting. I'm lifting now. So it's like, I'm getting better, so you can laugh all you want, but I am getting physically better at doing stuff, and I just feel so much better. I have so much more energy. I started eating right. I mean less processed foods. I'm not eating processed foods, but I mean less processed foods. I'm just it's just a simple choice. And it's just, it's not, you think, oh, it's an easy choice to make, but no, and people are always like, do you choose to be fat? No, you don't choose to be fat? Okay, but what are you eating? What are your sleeping schedules? By simply choosing to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning, you are choosing to be fat. I'm sorry, that's just the facts. And it's actually not an easy choice to change because you're so used to it. But once you start making the proper adjustments to do it, oh my God, I've just turned my life basically completely around. And I get 10,000 steps a day for the past 25 days. And I can't tell you how much that has actually really helped me, just getting 10,000 steps in every single day. And then something that I really, this little trick, really, I can't tell you how much this little trick actually helps me. Hold on. I'm trying to do it. Why won't it do it? There it goes. Okay. Turning your phone black and white, so, because you see your eyes are drawn to light, right? Your eyes are drawn to colors. Yeah. Turning your phone black and white makes you not want to stare at this, and because of this, I've been on my phone less and less, and thanks to that, I've been able to get some real work done in my life. That has helped me so much. Like, it's been incredible. Just a whole bunch of stuff that have been basically just putting me on the right track. I feel like I'm finally getting on the right track. You know? What about you, man? What about you, Messier? What's up with you? How's your life going?
I'm graduating. I guess that's that.
Yeah,
that's
you know what?
that.
Can we all get congratulations to my buddy Seth for graduating? Seriously, I graduated a couple of years ago, and yeah, that was
less
crazy.
Than a month left. It's only like 2 more weeks I've got. That's the funny thing, you know. So, that's why I'm debating what I actually want to watch, because I'm kind of like what you said, Dylan. I kind of am in the mood for some nostalgia of my childhood. So I'm kind of like, what should I watch, to gear up for that big day of walking across that stadium and hear my name. I already know that I'm expecting a loud cheer because of what I do for TV studio, and everyone knows me from TV studio. Like, I do the Pledge of Allegiance for everyone in the school. I say it, so they better cheer for me when I walk up on that stage. When they say Seth Janowski, I better freaking hear a huge cheer. I know from my parents, from my family, they're gonna embarrass the living hell out of me. Why do I know that? Because
you gotta love your family for it, right? Though, dude,
straight up.
I remember my graduation day. It was the exact same year, bro.
Well, they're like, hey, we're embarrassing you regardless. I'm like, okay, like, I kind of want the attention, so go ahead.
Might as well accept it. You might as well accept it.
Yeah, like, just do it. Like, it doesn't really bother me. Like, go ahead. You know?
Yeah, man. And no, you are correct about that. In fact, so this is straight up embarrassing, and I don't care that I going to admit this on camera. But when I graduated high school, I was like, I looked at my past life, and I was like, wow, what have I done, and I really felt nostalgic, and I ended up watching legit, this is really stupid, roly-poly-oly episodes. Because it was a show from when I was really little. So here I am, 18 years old, about to graduate in a week. And not only did I finish reading Naruto, I was watching roly-poly-oly. I watched 2 or 3 full episodes of that. And actually that's a really great show for kids. That's a really great show for kids. Roly-poly. But I can understand, the nostalgia wanting to, because you're almost 18, you're almost graduating high school. I can understand wanting to go back and watch some of the most nostalgic things in your life, because that's basically what I did when I graduated high school. So, Absolutely, man.
Exactly.
Absolutely, man.
Exactly. You know, and currently, I'm also going to be editing my first attempt at a movie called Wrath of Hades. I've been filming it every single day. I've been getting off school, heading out, filming this shit, and it's been hell. And because I have to deal with knuckleheads goofing off, you know.
That's how it goes, man.
And then,
You're George Lucas in the making.
and then I come back and I sit down and I say to Dylan, hey, let's watch some shit. Like, let's watch a movie. Let's watch Freemaker Adventures. Let's watch Jersey Girl, some Kevin Smith movie, just because I need something to cheer me up after a hard day of just shooting a movie, which is not because I want to do it. It's actually because it's a graduation project. And guess what? If I don't get a good grade on
that makes it even better.
If I don't get a good grade on it, bam, completely, I don't walk. I don't graduate. So I'm over here, and let's just say
even better. Forces you to do it.
Let's just say
I'm telling you guys, this guy is George Lucas in the making.
Let me just say, this movie is not gonna be fully a movie. I'm thinking I'm legit just gonna show pictures for some scenes that we don't record. I'm gonna just show some pictures and just explain what is happening in this scene. Like, you get what I mean by that, Dylan? Like, just, here, this is what it is. Here, that's what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen. Like, because we don't have a lot of time to make I wrote a script, guys, that was supposed to be a 2.5 hour long film. We don't have time to film a 2.5 hour film within 1 month. I am legit proud of myself for what we have accomplished. You know?
You barely have an hour.
Best. Yeah, I'm legit trying my best to at least hit it to an hour, because that's the mandatory thing, an hour. But I wanted 2.5 hours. So guess what? We're gonna at least get to an hour, and then that's it. Like, that's legit.
Yeah.
I'm done with this film. Because the thing is, it's so hard. Maybe during the summer, I'll actually be like, all right, guys, let's actually try and make this for real. But right now, like, no.
See, that is the difference between you and me, because you were actually, you're part of video and all of that. I wasn't video. I was photography.
Yeah,
and
like,
photography
legit.
was tons of fun.
Like, legit, stuff like this, which there is no audio for that. But, like, crap like this is what I mean. Like, oh wait, no, let me actually find something better. I'll find something better to show off, because why not, right? I'll show off something.
Yeah, might as well, dude. Might as well. This is just a hangout, chill stream anyway. Dude, you're gonna be 18 and here I'm gonna be 27. How in the heck are we friends?
Oh no, no, I am.
Cometh before the fall, indeed.
I am 18.
Yeah, he is 18.
Yeah.
He is 18.
Pride cometh before
and
the
I am
fall,
27.
indeed.
I know I don't look like it. I know I look like I'm 15. I'm 27.
Wait, here.
Or at least
Pride cometh
slow
before
in
the
8
fall,
days.
indeed. I mustn't forget that. Who goes there?
He's the best actor in the short, though.
He is.
Sister, it has been far too long since we last crossed paths.
I wish our reunion could be under more joyous circumstances, brother. But at last, our fate has decreed otherwise.
What do you mean?
Hades, god of the underworld, has taken Persephone, and Herod tasks us with finding a way to breach the gates of the underworld and free her from his grasp.
I see. The path to the underworld is a treacherous one. fraught with many perils and hidden dangers. Yet there may be one who holds the key to unlocking its secrets.
Like who?
Dionysus, the god of nature and revelry, is said to still walk the earth. I've never met him, but I know from the stories he's journeyed to the underworld and returned unscathed.
Dionysus? The wild god of wine and untamed wilderness?
If anyone can guide us through
I'll be looking forward to seeing the whole film.
was last seen at Mount Ceremony,
By that,
where
maybe
the
the
vines
hour.
grow thick, and the spirits of nature dance in the moonlight. Let us set forth on this quest together, sister, and bring Persephone back into the light.
Good.
Yeah. So there was a rough attempt at doing a scene. We'll just say
Honestly, that was not a bad scene. Honestly, that was a pretty good take. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, it took 2 days to record all that, but yeah, that was
Yeah.
it
Well,
was
like I said, guys, George Lucas in the making, Disney, hire this guy now. No, he graduates in 2 weeks. Hire him now.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna do that.
No, they're not. Unfortunately, but you never say never. Never say never, and yeah, no, dude. Yeah, no, I can't. Dude, I can't believe I'm gonna be 27, but this has been like the biggest year. This is like, I don't know, being 27, even though it's not like that old or anything, it's kind of like a milestone because, at least for me, because this is the first year where I just changed myself from where I was for the last like 8 years. I've actually just gotten much better, and I'm looking forward to the future. And of course, I'm looking forward to your future as well, my friend. Congratulations on graduating.
Whatever comes from that, you know?
Whatever comes from it, right?
I will actually say, here, I'll actually say it on here, I guess. I am actually gonna start my business a little bit early.
Fantastic, dude.
So, I am personally deciding to sell some things at the auction. And not of this stuff that you see behind me right now.
Yeah, no.
But some other things. Because this stuff is important to me. This stuff behind me. So I'm gonna keep this shit for like a long time. But there's other stuff which I'm gonna be selling. And yeah. So if you guys want anything, come talk to me, and I can personally maybe send it to you if you are willing to pay. And I'm also saying that to Dylan
this guy
as
is
well.
starting up a store, or might be trying to start up a store. I don't know.
I'm also telling Dylan as well. If Dylan wants to buy anything that I have, I'll legit give it to him. You know. No, I'm being serious because I'm trying to start a business, buddy. Like, there's a difference.
Yeah, I know.
But
yeah, I know.
Just give me your money.
I would, if I need to give. If I need to give, dude, I swear I don't have a penny. Probably will change for my birthday though. But
because because I'm saying that I have some Lego sets that I'm selling. So if you want any Lego sets,
that's cool.
If you want any Lego sets, I will be selling them. So just
speaking of Lego, oh my God! Speaking of Lego, well, let's actually. I'm gonna bring it up right now. Lego Star Destroyer
2024. Make sure you write 2024 so it shows.
24.
Bro, so
Lego
far
Star
this year
Destroyer
has been.
2024.
I'm sorry to say this, but this whole year for Lego Star Wars has been excellent so far. Like, I love a lot of the new sets that are coming out and all that. Like, for example, here, I guess I can show it on here. Just hang on.
No, that's not the right one. Dang it, where is it? I know.
Here, I
have
can
it.
bring it up if. Do you want me to bring it up?
Yeah,
I'll bring it up.
Yeah, if you can bring it up. If you can bring it up. Is it this one? No. Oh, I found it. Okay, let me just share. I found the document at least.
Okay. I was gonna say I have the
Okay.
picture. Okay.
Yeah, guys. Okay, so I almost want to go to Disney and shake them crazy. Because here's the thing, right? So, and Seth could get mad at me all he wants for this, but I am not necessarily the biggest fan of Star Wars right now. I love the original trilogy. I love the old stuff, but the new stuff, I'm just out. I didn't really like Ahsoka. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Look at what happened in Mando season 3. I'm done. I'm literally done. I'm done. And yet, this thing comes out, and it comes out until August. But I already pre-ordered it. it.
Bro, I legit just got this set last weekend, the Sith Infiltrator, you know? So, I mean, like, Lego Star Wars this year has been gold so far. Like,
It
with their
really
sets
has,
and
dude.
all that.
It really
Like-
has. Look. Oh, God. And I know
Like,
that
you're gonna
this
have-
is not a very large set. Like, it's $200. It's not small. Like, I hear a lot of people in the Lego fandom community from videos that I've been watching are saying, oh, but it's small. It sucks. I'm like, guys, I don't have a Star Destroyer, and I can't buy the
Guys,
$9,000 one.
Also, the Republic gunship, which, guess what? Here, let me actually...
Let's go like this.
Okay, this gunship is smaller, but does it look bad? No.
No,
it doesn't at all.
It doesn't look that.
It doesn't look bad at all. It looks fantastic.
So everyone's
right?
complaining that this ship is small, but it's like, it's not small.
Like, it's smaller in scale, and you know why that is? Inflation.
Yep.
I'll straight up admit it. It's because of inflation.
Yep.
So, but they still realize, well, you know, we got like a Star Destroyer. We can't make them pay like $200 for what the ship used to be back in 2014. So they're like, okay,
Yep.
well, we're gonna have to smaller the scale and say it's 160 or 150. I think they said it is.
Yeah, it's yeah.
It's just like the Sith Infiltrator. This is smaller, but they realize, you know, you can't, like... Yeah, no one's gonna pay for a $150 Sith Infiltrator. So they're like, here,
Yep.
we'll shorten it down. We'll give you these minifigures, plus an exclusive minifigure, which this set also has an exclusive minifigure, which...
Yeah, it has,
You
this Cal Kestis, favorite character.
Yeah, Cal Kestis. For me, the Sith Infiltrator has Saw Gerrera, So I can't wait to open up Saw Gerrera. See, it's really weird. You get Saw Gerrera from Rogue One in a Phantom Menace set. Like, that's so freaking weird to get that. But
that is kind of weird. That is kind of weird.
But I like it though, so.
Yeah.
But you
no,
point.
Not to mention, let's just admit this. Number one, Lego sets not only are expensive to produce anyway, but today's Legos are so much better built quality than older sets. And they are way better modeled. So even though, yes, this is probably the same scale as the last small Star Destroyer, it's better modeled. Like, you can tell, look at that. That is a beautiful model.
Well, same thing with the gunship. This is beautiful.
Same thing with the gunship, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like...
And yet, no one complained about the gunship. Why does everyone complain about the Star Destroyer?
Dylan, they complained about the gunship. Trust me. I watched the videos.
What Star... You know what? You're not a Star Wars fan if you don't complain.
Well, see, that's why I'm over here. That's why I'm over here, like, you know what, I'm just kind of sick of the complaining. Like, that's me. Like, I'm just like...
That's true.
I'm over here, like, just grow up, guys, a little bit. Like, you just don't like it, okay, you don't like it.
Yeah.
If you're not a fan of something, then guess what? You're not a fan of it. That doesn't mean... You don't have to like everything to be a Star Wars nut. Alright? Like, For me, I don't like the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, nor... You know what? I can actually officially say this. I don't like all 3 seasons of Bad Batch. I don't like any of the 3 seasons of Bad Batch, you know?
I don't like Bad Batch at all.
And guess what? Unlike Dylan, I was not the huge fan of Visions.
I love Visions, but hey, I'm an anime guy, so...
And I did not like... Oh, yeah, wait. Mando Season 3 is, like, a completely different tier. Like, that is, like... I much rather watch the Ewok show than Mando Season 3 again. Besides maybe the last 2 episodes. Maybe the last 2 episodes I would say I would rewatch. But the whole season? No. Alright? So... yeah, that's where I'm at right now with Star Wars.
Yeah, Mando Season 3, cut out some of the fluff. It wasn't that bad of a show, it just wasn't a Mandalorian show. It was Bo-Katan.
I wish if they just... You know how they're now making the Mandalorian and Grogu movie? I wish if the Mando Season 3 could have been like a Disney Plus movie, and they could have just named it Return to Mandalore or Return of Mandalore, like something like that, and focus it on Bo-Katan and make it like an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah, you know what they could have also done? You know how we got the Morgan Elsbeth from the Empire thing, right? Yeah. What if they did that for Bo-Katan's story and Mando Season 3? Just all of Mando Season 3 be basically 4 episodes condensed into 4 episodes and just be Bo-Katan! It could be,
they could have said it, they could have said something like, Mando is now off on... Well, no, they kind of did that with Book of Boba Fett.
You could still show Mando. I mean, they showed Thrawn.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
But make it more about Bo-Katan.
Yeah, I just think...
Like they made it more about Morgan Elsbeth in that new... What do they call it? Something Empire?
Tales of
the Empire? What did they name that show? Tales of the Empire. Yeah, we could have gotten Tales of the Mandalorian, and this one be Mandalorian as in Bo-Katan, and not...
That's true.
The
That's really
Mandalorian.
true,
That way you
Yeah.
separate them. You separate the Mandalorian from Tales of the Mandalorian, Bo-Katan's story. You know,
Or
They could have
Tales
done
of the
something like that.
Mandalorians. They could just put Tales of the Mandalorians.
Tales of the
and
Mandalorians. That would work too.
they could have done one story on Vizsla, the first Vizsla that made the Darksaber, and then they could do
That would've been
Bo-Katan's
so
story as the last story. You get what I mean? So it's like past and then present day. They could kind of do that, you know, and show off what happened. There's a lot of Mandalorian stories you could technically tell within that thing. So it's like, you know, like there's a lot of things that to me, you know what? Maybe we should just talk about Tales of the Empire. Did we like it? Did we hate it, Dylan?
Yeah, okay,
I
so
really
we
liked
saw Tales of the Empire. I'll let you go first.
Okay, I really liked it. Was it the best piece of Star Wars content? No. But did I really appreciate it? Yeah, I really did. I liked what we got of Morgan Elsbeth's story. Mainly, I was not actually a huge fan of episode 1, but episode 2 and 3 I really liked. I like seeing how she met Thrawn with the whole TIE Defender project and all of that. Quickly, episode 1, I did really like how they showed Grievous such like a badass and ruthless.
That was
and
so,
just
he
was
looked so
laughing,
scary. Cool.
you know, yeah. And then back to episode 2 though, I love seeing Captain Palion. I liked seeing Rook, Thrawn's assassin from Rebels. And I like seeing them two that they know each other, because in the Heir to the Empire books and in the comics, they work neck and neck. And it's kind of funny how Palion wasn't really scared of Rook, where in the Heir to the Empire book, I remember the first scene, Palion is trying to go up to Thrawn, and Rook is there, and he's like, "Oh, Rook, no, don't kill me!" I like that. I liked seeing the whole origin to Mando season 2's episode with Ahsoka. Like seeing the townspeople and all that, and seeing how ruthless Morgan Elsbeth became of her enslaving her people, and the fact that all she wants is her people back, makes, to me, even though Dylan did not really like Ahsoka, I did. I like Morgan Elsbeth even more in Ahsoka. And I understand why she wanted to go find Thrawn, because the Night Sisters were there and they are trying to bring back Dathomir, which makes total sense for Morgan Elsbeth's character, because all she wants is her people back. Bam, bam,
and
bam.
that's what you see in that show, yes.
Yeah, sadly Morgan dies before she could see that, but we don't really talk about that.
Yeah.
Now, Barris's story is, to me, the biggest and the best thing. Okay. 1, the fact that she sees the Jedi Temple during Order 66, and she still cares about the Jedi, is, like, just shows how much jail can actually change a person, because you gotta realize, she was in jail for at least 4 years. Like, after what she did with Ahsoka. And it seems like all of a sudden now, like, it really did, like, she's like, oh my god, what the heck is happening to my family and all that? Like, and then she's offered, hey, look, you join this program that we're starting from the Fourth Sister. Fourth Sister offers this, or she dies, basically, right there and then from the clone troopers. So then she is taken to the Inquisitorus, which I love seeing the construction of the Inquisitorus. And then she is trained by the Grand Inquisitor himself to use her hatred and all
it was great
that,
to see
which
the
I
Grand Inquisitor.
really love seeing it. Yes, and this is not like the Obi-Wan show where the Grand Inquisitor did not look like himself. He was spot on.
Oh my.
Perfect.
You know what?
He was
Let's
spot
actually
on.
show the difference. Grand Inquisitor Obi-Wan. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we
I'll
can't
bring up the
find the difference.
I'll bring up the one from Tales of the Jedi, alright? I'll bring up the one
Bring
from
up the
Tales
one from Tales of the Jedi, and we need Star Wars Episode 3. What's the name of his people again?
The
Palians?
yeah, Palians, yeah, Paulins, whatever. The Utapaulians. I know they're like
Yeah,
Palins.
Upalians.
They're from Utapau.
Yes. Yes. Okay. I got it. Okay. Let's show this. This is absolutely ridiculous of a difference. Okay. Now I get it that because Obi-Wan Kenobi is a show, that they couldn't do you know, the high budget stuff all the time. But this is laughable. This is very bad. This is very, very poor. A Utapaulian, episode 3, the tall head, the teeth, the red eyes, and then you got him.
Here, I'm actually just
His
gonna
head
bring.
is way too big.
Yeah. See, you see those right there, and I
Yep.
don't understand why they did cast a. No offense to the actor, a very circular head. He's supposed to be almost like
You
an
could have
ogre.
CGI'd it.
Like, you get what
You
I'm
could have
saying?
CGI'd it.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. I know.
Yeah. Look at that
Now,
lightsaber.
let me.
You're telling me because of that lightsaber, they didn't have money to CGI a little bit of a taller head on this guy? That's ridiculous, man.
That is ridiculous. Now let me bring up. Hang on. Let me get a good image of him.
Yeah, bring up a good image, and I'll share your screen to actually see the difference.
All right. Here, I'm gonna share it right now. Okay. Here. You see this? One thing. He's not
That
circular.
It's
All
way
right. This is way better than even the Rebels version, which he's based on. You know, like
Yep.
this
Well,
is
of course,
better
because this
than.
is Clone Wars animation. Hey, Clone Wars animation is better than Rebels?
Yes, no, that's true. That's true. But I'm just saying, like,
I'm
I do
kidding.
like
Clone
this.
Wars. I mean,
So
Rebels is
basically-
great, but yeah.
so basically, what happens is Barriss then has to fight off against one of her former friends, and then she, in the process, she didn't want to kill the guy, but she did at the end because, or else she would have died, and you know, so then, well, also because there was a huge hole and it was enclosing in on them, so she was not really trying to kill him, but it just ended up happening. And you know, then the Grand Inquisitor's like, all right, let's go. Vader then shows up for a nice cameo. Then what happens is next episode, Barriss realizes after the slaughtering of people that the Inquisitors are not that good. You know, because thing is, she joined the Inquisitors thinking that they would be better than the Jedi. She realizes that Jedi were a bunch of hypocrites. She even said it in Clone
Thank you,
Wars Season
Shifty.
5 that that they are complete crap, the Jedi. And now she's realizing that the Jedi was actually kind of right in a way. So then she has to save a Jedi from dying from the back wound. Then she is found years later, and she has to legit distract these kids. I mean, not these kids. One kid and the husband and wife, because the kid had the Force, and the fourth sister was coming after them, and she had to, distract her by going into the mirror caves and all of that, and basically showing that, hey, you're trapped. This is not you. The Empire traps you. They use your fear to conduct you and to brainwash you, practically, and she was using her real name, Lynn, the whole time, and it led to Lynn actually killing Barriss and saying, Barriss, I'm gonna get you at least out of this cave. And then guess what? They get out of the cave. The end. That is the end of the show. My personal opinion, this show is at least, I think, because stories were really good, I would say it's an 8 or an 8.5 out of 10 for me personally. And
that's reasonable.
I would say, is it a good follow-up to Tales of the Jedi? Yes. I would actually say it's a good follow-up to Tales of the Jedi. Is it as good as the Dooku stories? No. I think the Dooku story is far superior in every way.
Yes.
I think.
I do agree with you on that.
But it's better than the Ahsoka episodes of Tales of the Jedi, in my opinion. These two arcs. I'd much rather the Morgan Elsbeth arc than Ahsoka's, because Ahsoka's was just, hey, here's her as a baby. Hey, here's how she survived Order 66 with Anakin's training.
That's
true. Here's her, how she, this is basically a small adoption of her novel. That's legit it. That's legit what we got of Ahsoka's. Which
you know what they should have done instead of the baby thing was just adopt the novel and that's it. Don't do the Ahsoka train with Anakin, though that was cool because of how it relates to her in, of course, the Clone Wars. But we didn't need to see that. It was cool, but we didn't need to see that. So, okay. Do they get out of the cave? Yes.
Yes.
But,
yes.
What's her name? Dang it, I can't remember her name. She died.
The fourth Inquisitor.
There's no way Barriss.
The fourth sister and Barriss, they do get out of the cave because there's a little.
Yeah, but Barriss Allfrey dies.
Yeah, she does die. And I'm over here. So my whole thing right now, Tales of the Empire, good show. Not my favorite, but it was good, and it brought back my enjoyment of Star Wars. Especially after Bad Batch season 3, I'm bleh, almost in a way. No offense. I don't want to offend anyone for them liking Bad Batch or the makers of Bad Batch. I just did not like it myself.
Bad Batch? You know what? Let's say it. Bad Batch, you know what it is? Come on, say the joke. Say it with me.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it, Dylan.
The Bad Batch is a bad batch. Who'd have thought?
Some episodes were actually good, I will admit. Some episodes were good.
Some were, but most of it is a Bad Batch episodes. Alright. So I'm going to quickly give my thoughts on Tales of the Empire. Okay, so here's the thing. Number one, I don't have Disney Plus. You're asking, how did I watch this then? I watched it because of this guy, I'm out of Star Wars, basically. The only reason why I watched it is because I wanted a break and I wanted to hang out with my best friend. So me and him watched Tales of the Empire together. Tales of the Empire, I will say this, it is good, but is it worth me getting Disneyland? Is it worth that money? Is it actually worth you spending money to get to watch this? And my answer is no. Now, if this was the Dooku story, the Dooku story is actually worth the $15-20 to actually see, because the Dooku story is really, really good. Tales of the Empire, not so much. With that said, I have always wanted to see Barriss Offrey and what her eventual downfall. I want her to become an Inquisitor. That is something I have been wanting to see ever since the whole situation where I found out about Inquisitors in Star Wars Rebels. And I was like, where's Barriss Offrey? Where's Barriss? We got Ahsoka. Where's Barriss? I want to see Barriss versus Ahsoka again. We never got that. But what they did with Barriss Offrey, at first I was a little standoffish. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little standoffish, but that whole phrase, let it cook, just let the story play out. And by the end of it, I'm like, okay, I really like what they were doing with it, because here's the thing. Barriss Offrey, she hated the Jedi. She wanted to be better than the Jedi. She thought by being a Sith would be better than the Jedi, but now that she actually sees how the Sith works, she's like, you know what? No, I don't want to be a Jedi, but I don't want to be a Sith. I actually want to be what I consider a true Jedi. There is a difference between a true Jedi and then what the Jedi were in the prequels. And she wanted to become a true Jedi, and I really liked Barriss Offrey's kind of story and redemption. The only thing that I wish was different, is that instead of, this whole rivalry with the Force Sister, which was great, I actually wish instead of that, I wish she actually tried to fight Darth Vader, and then Darth Vader died. And here's the thing. This would have been so much better of a fight, because here's the thing. When it came to the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, it was completely stupid how that little kid grew up and was fighting Darth Vader and survives being stabbed, not once but twice, by the ultimate Vader. By the ultimate Sith. You just can't do that. It makes Vader look weak. I don't like that. But Barriss Offrey, someone who was actually properly trained to be a Jedi, fighting Darth Vader, that I would love to see. And that's why that show is just so much. This show is superior to the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show was a great idea, but poor in execution, and it was just ended up not being necessary. Like, it was not necessary to tell what should have been told, and what I would still like to see is Obi-Wan watching Luke. That's all the Obi-Wan Kenobi show should have been. But, we got what we got. Morgan Elsbeth. I am not the biggest fan of the Ahsoka show, but the whole situation with Morgan Elsbeth really made me care for this character. You know what it's like? It's like Count Dooku. I never cared for Count Dooku until I saw Count Dooku in the show. I never really cared about Morgan Elsbeth until I saw the Morgan Elsbeth part of the show. And for me, even though I do rank it, because again, the animation is beautiful, it's Clone Wars animation, but it's Clone Wars movie style animation. It's so good, so much better than Bad Batch, so much better than the live action TV shows and all of those. It's so much better. I give it a 9 out of 10, but it is not worth spending $20, $15, $20 to get Disney Plus, and I will not get Disney Plus again. Not for this show, at least. Not for this show.
So,
with that said, let's go over a couple of comments, because we do got a couple of them. By the way, Shifty, yeah, so I'm actually 27 in 8 days, so the title of this video is actually a total lie, but I'm going on vacation. I won't be able to. I won't be able to.
I'm 27, let's chill.
I won't be able to go live on my birthday, so I'm doing it now. But I'm 27 in a week. So it's not that bad. Do they get out of the cave? Yeah. I really enjoyed Bad Batch season 1 and 3. 3 was great. Actually, you want to know what my favorite season of Bad Batch was?
Season 3. Oh, 2? You know what? I actually might side with you, Dylan. I might actually side with you.
It's still a Bad Batch episodes.
Because those episodes, some of them were really good in season 2. I will admit that.
Some were really good in season 2.
In
fact, they were actually even with Rex in season 3. There are some episodes in season 2 that are way better than season 3. I got too excited this year for May the 4th. I started collecting black figures. I've collected orders of links and...
Okay, you want to hear who got excited for May the 4th? This guy!
This guy got me to watch this show for May the 4th!
No, but guess what I did? I went down and I met Hayden Christensen and Rosario Dawson. You know, which
that's
they are
insanely
both
cool.
Amazing individuals. I will straight up say, I spent.
Hey, LDG, nice to see you, man.
Oh, I was gonna show off some stuff, but that's all right.
Oh, go ahead. I'm just going through these comments, man.
All right, I got
a reasonable price, man.
I got tons of Star Wars comics. I got my Lego Sith Infiltrator. I got more Lego sets, a Pod Racer set, the Final Duel, the Jedi Fury Duel set. What was the other one I have there? Something else as well. But also I got the Jango Fett vintage collection figure. Shifty, I went to Walmart and I actually picked up the Luke and Grogu pack that you told me about.
Excited for Rosario, but you don't get excited for the fact that this man met Hayden Christensen? That's the one I'd be excited for. No offense to Rosario Dawson. She's great as Ahsoka. But, dude! Hayden Christensen, man!
Yeah, so, I mean, like, I got really hyped for May the 4th. Like, I got a lot of shit. I spent a lot of money.
You know who I did meet? I did meet this guy.
That's good. Yeah, no, so great. Now you start your Black Series. That's good, because my Black Series shelf is right over there. Great figures and all that. Great condition. I am starting up a shop, Shifty, so if you're interested,
he's gonna start up a shop to start selling stuff.
If you're interested in buying any Black Series, I do have 3 currently in stock of characters. Just message me on Twitter if you want to buy any of them.
Anyway, let's actually talk about this comment for
them out.
a second. Ahsoka had its moments. The final was kinda infuriating with Sabine. Actually, legit, Ahsoka was a decent show. It wasn't like the most amazing show ever. It was a decent show, and I will even be the first to admit it's a decent show. Now, I had like 0 problem with it at all. But was that one thing, and it's like, oh, you got out for that one thing? No, it was actually a combination of everything being bad that I finally left the show. This one thing was my last ticket, but it was everything else that was pushed me out. Like I was on the edge. I was on the edge leaving, and that last claw was the one that just kicked me out. And that last claw was Sabine Wren using the force. Dude, I'm sorry she is I can understand the whole force sensitivity thing because it's called force sensitivity. Everyone is sensitive to the force in different degrees. But at the same time, she is not that strong in the force. She should never be able to do a force push like that. I mean, with training, yes. Training, and I get that she had training for like a week with Ahsoka. For a week, and she can just use the force willy-nilly? No. Dude, I'm sorry. I do not like this. She should have never been able to use the force.
I think my personal opinion is Ahsoka. I'm still a huge... Okay, I'll straight up admit it. Ahsoka is a great show. I do not like the Sabine using the Force, though. Like Dylan. Dylan knows that that's my issue as well. We legit watched the final episode together, and both of us were like, boo! When that was happening. Like, both of us were like, boo! Like we didn't want that. Like, but we loved everything else.
So cool as a Mandalorian. She didn't need force powers to make her cool. She was already cool. So much cooler with force power because the force is female. Blah blah blah. Oh.
I still love the show though because the thing is, I still love it. I love everything else. I bonded with this mother effer right here. You know, I still remember our reaction. We were legit in the same StreamYard, and we reacted to Anakin's return, and also my theory of Marok being nothing was true. I straight up said to everyone he was gonna be nothing. I said, what if he's completely nothing? Yeah, he was absolutely...
Dude, but seriously, if that was Barris Offrey, dude, instead of Marok, that was Barris Offrey fighting Ahsoka, that would have been way better than Marok. Well, in fact, I'm kind of mad at Dave Filoni for not thinking that should have been Barris Offrey and having a big reveal that way. And then understanding her side of the story, and he goes, he turned into a good guy, but now she's not a Sith. Remember, yes, she was an Inquisitor before, but now she's not a Sith. Now she is trying to bring a new piece to the galaxy, not through the Empire, but through Morgan Elsbeth. And fighting Ahsoka, but then Ahsoka talks to her and she changes her mind because it's her friend. That would have been weird, dude.
I just feel like I liked Ahsoka, the show, for what it is. It did bring back my love. It actually showed what I loved. And it gave me a proper sequel to Rebels. Because I am a Rebels nut. I grew up with Rebels. That's the thing. I was talking with my bus driver today. And he's like, there's so many different types of Star Wars fans. There's the fans that grew up with, the original trilogy. There's the fans that grew up with the EU books. There's the fans that grew up with the prequels. There's the fans that grew up with the Clone Wars. And then he said, there's fans that grew up with the sequels and Rebels. That's what I would label it. And then there's the Disney Plus era, which is basically, I would say 2020 and above is that Disney Plus era. All right.
Even though the Disney Plus era is the worst, we understand that there's still fans out there for it.
Well, I'm over here, I'm just talking and all that, and honestly, I'm kind of glad that I grew up not in the Disney Plus era, because
you and me both, man.
Like, no offense, I think no offense, I'm sorry, but the Force Awakens and Rogue One are far superior than anything that Disney Plus has put out. Like, no offense,
You know what?
saying that.
As much as I hate The Last Jedi, I actually agree with you. Because I'd rather watch The Last Jedi. Do you realize that there are some episodes of Bad Batch that I still have not seen and will never watch? I can at least get through The Last Jedi as much as I hate it. I cannot get through The Bad Batch.
Well, yeah, and some of it is so boring. Like some of Andor's episodes put people asleep. Okay, Shifty, that's not a knock on you,
was
buddy.
cool, but
like,
yeah.
Shifty, no, wait a second. Now I'm saying that Shifty is a hardcore Andor nut. This is not me knocking on Andor. I'm saying that some people fall asleep for Andor. All right, like Danny. Anyway,
Anyway, I love Andor, but I was getting a little tired of it too. Like, it was a show. Like, I watch it.
It's a very slow
and I'm falling
show.
asleep.
It's a very slow show. I will
But
say that.
it's a sleep show. Andor is the best. The best is what he says. Andor is a good show, and honestly, can I say that Andor Season 2 will get me to buy Disney Plus? No. I'm sorry. It's not good enough to get me.
Really not. Like, I have Disney Plus because I watch other stuff in there, and also I watch the old movies. Like, that's the thing. Like, I watch the older Disney films on there. That's why I have it. So, like, if, for example,
I watch older movies too, but not on Disney Plus.
I was in the mood to watch the original Snow White like a month and a half ago. Watched it on Disney Plus because I don't
Dude,
have
I watched
DVD
Dumbo.
of it anymore.
I watched the original Dumbo.
You did?
That movie's
You did?
fantastic. But of course, you
dude,
know the way I watch it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it was-
yeah. I know. Wink, wink, wink.
Yeah.
So, wink, 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 buddy. Okay. But yeah, no. I feel like with Ahsoka, I'm still a huge fan of it. But the thing is, though, it didn't bring back Star Wars like I wanted. Like, that's the thing. You almost did.
Same.
For everyone. Like, I mean, at least for Dylan and I. But it didn't, like, I like it. I will straight up admit it. Dylan doesn't because that one thing kind of ticked him off with everything because he remembered everything else. Like, all the other...
Yeah. Honestly, if it was just that one thing and nothing else happened, I would still be, like, really super into it. It's because of everything else plus this that I'm done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know. And I just, in my own head, like, I wish if the show, the finale didn't do that, so then I think all of us would have been all happy, like, at least you and I, and we would be, honestly, Dylan, I still remember when you straight up said, alright, let's actually make Star Wars channels. I'll convert my channel in Star Wars, you convert, we'll help each other out. I still remember you said that while we were watching Ahsoka. And then we all abandoned that idea after Ahsoka. So, you know, kind of curse you, Ahsoka, for abandoning this poor man right here. But anyway,
It's true.
my big thing is, okay, let me talk about Acolyte, because I did see that exclusive sneak peek, and that trailer did come out. Okay, on May the 4th.
Go ahead,
I saw the sneak peek while I watched Phantom Menace in theaters. Is it... So, you know how Dylan said, is it gonna make me buy Disney Plus? If I did not have Disney Plus, would I buy it just to watch this show? No. And that's not me being a hater either, because I actually think the show does look okay. I'm looking forward to some things, like, I'm excited seeing multiple Jedi And also, I like seeing the Jedi actually use their lightsaber in combat and all that. Like, that stuff looks good. And I like how there's, like, trained assassins that can take on Jedi. Good idea. It's better than pirates versus Jedi. High Republic with the Nile. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's better than that. Okay, I will straight up say this. But the
I
thing
still
is,
say you have to be high to enjoy it.
My biggest thing is, this show needs to not retcon the other crap. I think it's gonna. I'm super scared that's gonna break that one line of Ki-Adi-Mundi saying the Sith have been extinct for a millennium. Okay? Because I don't want these Jedi to survive this encounter with a Sith. I want that Sith to kill all of them, and then that's it, alright? I want it to just end like that. Maybe the Jedi, the main Jedi character, legit sacrifices him or herself to defeat the Sith, and then they all die. That would make sense as well, you know? Because I get it. This was like maybe a run in the... Because a lot of... Like, for example, even the show kind of plays out. This Jedi was... Like, there's a lot of Jedi being murdered. This is not normal. Let's investigate. And it legit is almost like the Scooby-Doo gang. And I like that. I like the idea of a murder mystery in Star Wars. I mean, we got that in frickin' Clone Wars. So it can work, you know? But the big thing is, I do not care about the High Republic heir. I want the Old Republic heir. I do not care about the High Republic heir, but I am gonna give it a chance. You know why I'm gonna give it a chance? Because I'm a Star Wars fan, and I do want Star Wars to succeed, but if it's bad, I am gonna call it out.
Yeah,
I'm not a shill.
That's the thing. And if a show, that's the thing, we have Disney Plus. If a show isn't worth me getting Disney Plus, then there's no point to make the show. Because you are making shows to get money from us, from the consumers. That's what Disney is supposed to be doing. If we're not interested enough in the show to pay money for it, what's the point? What's the point in making it? You know, that's the biggest thing that I have with it. And yeah, so I actually want. I got like a little meme here. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Where is it?
I was gonna say, I can pitch you guys a show that I think is worth buying Disney Plus. I can pitch you a lot of shows that are worth buying Disney Plus, you know?
Yeah, no, there are. You know what? Mando Season 1 and Season 2 are probably the only two shows I can really think of, and Clone Wars are the only shows I can really think of that makes it worth actually buying Disney Plus. Okay, so I got this up, and I'm going to explain why. Okay. Here's your comment, Shifty. Okay, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but this is your comment, right? Okay, that's your comment. Oh, hold on. I don't think I shared my audio.
Oh, Jesus, Dylan!
This is my comment.
That's not how the Force works.
That is my response to that comment. That's not my response to that.
Oh, you're cold? Yeah, you don't see me complaining about it. Anyway, yeah, somehow I still know those lines.
Yeah,
but,
you can find Disney and Hulu bundles. You know why they're doing that, right? You know why they're selling it so cheap right now? It's because no one's buying it! That's why they're selling it so cheap! Oh, God. My big issue is the Rebels' final scene, Hanging Dread. Did they retcon that scene, or will Dave circle back to it at some point? Ahsoka was wearing different clothes.
Okay, I can explain that.
Yeah.
That is
Go
the
ahead.
same scene. That is the same scene.
It's the exact same scene.
But Dave Filoni loved the imagery of Ahsoka in the white clothes that he said, yo, what, let me actually make that part of her character arc in the Ahsoka show. So he did retcon his own show for only one piece, and that was the
I kind of wish he
clothing.
didn't. I kind of wish he didn't, even though I understand his reasoning why.
I understand why, though, and he straight up said that he did that. He said it in an interview. So, you can...
Also, like, here's the thing. If you are willing to retcon stuff from Star Wars Rebels, I'm sorry, Dave Filoni, but this is the way I look at it as a Star Wars fan. You don't have to agree with me. But if you are willing to retcon that and retcon the stuff on the books and all that, then what's the point in watching these shows? What's the point in buying books? What's the point of spending my hard-earned money on stuff that you're gonna retcon in 2 seconds later? Because, okay, actually, I really like the lightsaber change from green lightsaber to blue in Star Wars, the Clone Wars. It makes a lot more sense with Anakin. I love that. But I'm so tired of this company saying, oh, this is canon, this is legit, this is real, and then retconning everything. And I'm sorry, Dave Filoni, but you're no better if you retcon that. Even though it was a very small detail.
Now, I support
I
Dave Filoni. I do like Dave Filoni quite a bit.
Same.
I do have
no,
to say
Dave Filoni made Clone Wars. I love Dave Filoni. I love Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
Same.
But I will say,
even though I hate the Bad Batch.
Like all creators have their own flaws. All humans have their own flaws. And one of my biggest flaws against Dave Filoni is how he does retcon stuff. You know, like the whole Yoda lightsaber thing in
that was
Book of
terrible.
Boba Fett. You know, great
They
moment.
should never retcon
I will
that.
say that great moment. It is a great moment, Dylan. But the thing is, why then include that in the Darth Vader comics then? If you want to use that Yoda lightsaber in the future. Like, I mean...
Not to mention,
like,
here's the thing. Let's look at it from this point of view, right? Yoda, he failed as a Jedi. He is literally on Dagobah hiding because he failed. He's not hiding. He's in exile, which is not hiding. That means I failed. I've done something wrong. This is my own punishment to myself. Okay, he's left the Jedi Order behind. So, why would he make a lightsaber? And we literally see in the comic books, he doesn't use a lightsaber to go get his lunch. You know what he uses? He uses an old-fashioned bow. Why would he use the bow instead of the lightsaber that he put together? Oh, because he's no longer Jedi, he can't saber. Okay, why did he build a lightsaber then? What was the point of that?
Yeah, that's true.
So stupid.
It really is frustrating because, and see, that's the thing. Just, the whole thing is, though, as a Star Wars fan, you kind of gotta get used to being frustrated. Because the thing is, were we ever always happy? Not
I can
really.
tell you one moment we were all really happy. And that
I
was
can tell
season
you
2 of
another
Mandalorian.
Yes, I can tell you that. But also I can tell you 2015 and 2016 and 2017 all the way up to December release of The Last Jedi. We were all happy
That's true.
for Force Awakens and Rogue One. We also had Rebels Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3.
Clone Wars.
You know?
That was so good.
I would say this. Mando Season 1, which came out in 2019, people were happy about that. And I think people kind of brushed off Rise of Skywalker. And then we got Clone Wars Season 7 immediately, like 2 months after Rise. So that was good.
Yeah.
And then we got Mando Season 2 later that year. Great year for Star Wars, 2020. And, you know, so I gotta say, that was a good year for Star Wars. And that was the last good year, really, because even though I liked the Ahsoka show, 2023 was not a good year because you legit came out with my least favorite piece of Star Wars content. That is The Mandalorian Season 3. Like, I'm sorry to say this. I'd rather take almost any other thing than Mando Season 3. I think Mando Season 3 is worse than the Clone Wars 2008 movie. I think it's worse than Solo. You know?
It is far worse. It is far worse than Solo. Like, Solo, I can sit through Solo, and Solo's a good movie, it's just not a good Han Solo movie. It's a good movie. But, no, and Bad Batch, which I would say is on par, if not worse, than Mando Season 3.
I think The Bad Batch is not worse than Mando Season 3. I think Mando Season 3...
I think it is. That's just...
Really? Because I think Mando Season 3... The fact that they ruined almost, like... The fact that Mando is not even the main lead is, to me, upsetting, you know? Well, outside of Ewoks and droids. No, I'd much rather watch droids. Ewoks, maybe not. Maybe Ewoks. Yeah. Maybe Ewoks. Yeah, let's all just watch Ewoks, shall we? Like...
We getting more pirates and skeleton crew? Okay, actually, on paper, the skeleton crew, it's like the Goonies. This is what they say on paper. It's the Goonies in Star Wars. That actually sounds really cool on paper. Will that be great in execution? I have no idea. I don't trust Disney as a company to put something good together. And it's not something that makes me want to buy Disney Plus. If I watch it, it's gonna be because this guy wants to watch it, and that's it. And he has Disney Plus. I don't, which means it's not my money. It's my time, but it's my time to hang out with my best friend. You see, that's how I actually, because time is money, right? If you're watching this, that means you're putting your time into this. Yes, I'm watching this stuff, but I'm with my best friend. That is the way I actually like
bonding. That's legit.
Yeah.
We're legit just bonding.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
Like...
If I watch Skeleton Crew, it's because I want to hang out with this guy. Nothing else. That's it's not gonna make me want to buy Disney Plus.
Unless if it's actually good, then he'll maybe.
If it's actually good, I'll be really surprised if it is. Like on paper, it sounds really good. You know what? On paper, it sounds really good. I'm at this point in my life where I'm more glass full with Star Wars. I'm just tired of stressing things I have no control over. Plus, I grew up in an era where there was no Star Wars for 16 years. I can actually understand that a lot.
That's good and all. I'm just saying, like, me personally, like, I remember when Force Awakens came out and Rogue One. That was a great time because it felt like the fans were united. almost. Like, we all were looking forward to this new trilogy. We loved the new standalone films. We were all hyped and we were all happy, almost. Like, I mean, of course you had some people that didn't like the shit, but we felt united as a fandom, and we were not being toxic and all that.
Yep, Star Wars fans are most
Jedi.
toxic, yeah. Including me. I'm not gonna say I'm not, it's true.
I don't like the term toxic. You know why I don't like the term toxic? Because I don't think the Star Wars fandom really is toxic. And I'm gonna explain what I mean by that. Are the people that give death threats toxic? Yes. Are the fans that will attack people, are they toxic? Absolutely. Are the fans that
including the people working for Star Wars?
Yes. Are the people who won't respect others' opinions toxic? Absolutely. I think a lot of our fan base, the Star Wars fans, are immature. That's what I actually think they are. They're very immature. They don't understand. You know, like, we have fans that are like, man, we want to see Darth Vader cut a bunch of children. That is what we want to see. Give me a whole show of Darth Vader cutting children. That is what we have fans legit saying. Like, don't you understand how messed up that is? Alright? Or people, Star Wars fans being super immature, that they found out that J.J. Abrams was gonna destroy Coruscant instead of the Hazium system. Oh my god, we should attack J.J. Abrams now!
Coruscant got destroyed.
No. It's all JJ's fault. JJ hates the prequels. Guess what? We need to now send him death threats. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god. Reva's actress. I don't like her acting. She should die. What the hell is wrong with our fandom? Like, really?
Yes.
What the hell is wrong with
I don't like Reva, but I would never go against the actor. And here's the best part about that. I liked Reva all the way up to the point where she got stabbed. Twice.
See, now, with me, I'm over here, and I'm just seeing our fandom, and I'm like, guys, like, the majority... okay, you gotta look at it from this way. It's almost like politics. And I'm actually gonna compare Star Wars politics. There's the far ones on this side, which are Disney shills. They love the Disney content. Yes, give me anything and it's Star Wars. I love everything Star Wars, you know? Then you have, you know what? I'm gonna label those as the
Disney fans.
Disney show.
Just call them Disney fans.
Disney fans. Then you have the middle, which are the fans of both. Okay? Or, well, no, I'm not gonna label them as Disney fans. I'm gonna label them as Disney shills, alright? So those are the Disney shills, as Knights of Melvin wants to label them. And then you have the middle, alright? And then the other side are what I like to say, the fandom menace. Or...
Yep.
Hurt fans.
Knights of Melvin? Hurt fans, yeah.
Well, they're really
hurt
actual
fans. They're just hurt.
You know?
Yeah, they're hurt fans.
They're very hurt. They are Star Wars fans. And that's the big thing that I don't like how Lucasfilm is treating, is that you do realize no one is born toxic. You are the reason. Well, no. Not you. It's almost like I don't want to say this. This sounds mean, this sounds mean, but it's almost like they are the reason why there are toxic fans. Almost.
Yes.
Like there are like I'm not saying the racist
They
fans.
make their own enemies,
That's
right?
not them. The racist fans, that's not your fault. The fans that give you death threats, that's not your fault either. There are some things that are not your fault, like the death threat fans. Those are fucking stupid basement dwelling idiots, as well as the racists and all the other shit. All right, the offending fans, that's not your fault. I'm saying the fans that complain about your shit. Yeah, you do realize why they complain about your shit, right? It's because of what you're making is not good. Most of it, at least. I'm in the middle. I label myself as in the middle because I see both sides. I love The Force Awakens. I love Rogue One. I love Rebels Season 1, 2, 3, and 4. I liked Rise of Skywalker. Last Jedi and Solo, I was not the biggest fan of. Resistance, I was not the biggest fan of. But Mando Season 1 and 2 was absolutely fantastic. I'll shove that in the good stuff, you know? Bad Batch.
I do
did
like
not
Shifty's comment down here. Yeah, I agree with you, Shifty.
Yeah, no, that's true. But, you know, my point is I'm in the middle. And I feel like there's not a lot of fans in the middle. And there's also not a lot of fans that want to hear people in the middle. With me, I'm always in the middle. I always like to look at both sides of what's going on. There's a reason why you see Phantom Menace stuff right by sequel stuff. I like all the different eras of Star Wars. Alright? Besides the High Republic. I really don't care about the High Republic. But guess what? I do have 2 novels, and I do have, I think, the first 14 issues of the High Republic comics. So I do even have High Republic stuff.
Dude.
Very limited, but I do have some, at least. Alright?
You know what's crazy about the High Republic? So, I can't remember her name. I know you know her name. The girl who
Claudia
wrote
Gray.
On Bloodline.
Claudia
and
Gray.
Claudia Gray. If I was going to get into the High Republic, I would read Claudia Gray's book. And then when I go to pick it up, I hear that she has a rock as a navigator. The dumbest thing I've ever heard. Claudia Gray, how can you write something as incredible as Bloodline and then give us something like that? Oh, I know how.
Well,
because
I mean,
you had to work for the High Republic. It's high.
Well, it's also,
You probably got high when you wrote
also
that.
because
I'm
it's also
joking.
because I feel like there's not a lot of control anymore. Like, I feel like there's not a lot of control at Lucasfilm. I feel like they're just allowing people, like authors, to just write whatever now. Like,
Exactly.
hey, you want to write
Yeah.
your Star Wars story? Here you go. If you want to make a show, here you go. And the thing is, with me, I understand that. Because we always want creative
God.
freedom. We always talk about creative freedom. Alright? That's one thing that we do want. Hence, like, some of DC films do not work because of creative freedom. I understand that. But at the same time, though, with Star Wars, I feel like you kind of need to be strict about it. Like, because
You do. You
Last
need to
Jedi-
know how
Last
to play in the
Jedi-
sandbox.
Last Jedi was a prime example of that. I felt like they really made Force Awakens and Rogue One. Kathleen Kennedy had some checklists and mandatory stuff for those two films. Like
Rogue
Force
One was
Awakens.
so good.
Like, I'm gonna say Force Awakens. They made sure that was like A New Hope and the original trilogy. You know why? Because they wanted to bring back Star Wars for a new generation. And why did we fall in love with Star Wars? Because we watched the original trilogy. That was a lot of people's first introduction. So they wanted the kids of this generation to be like, oh, so this is what Star Wars feels like? Cool. I get that completely. It worked. Rogue One. You know, Kathleen Kennedy was probably like, all right, now you guys pitched me a World War II-esque Star Wars film, very war-centric, mission-filled story. All right, but this needs to happen, needs to, you know, fix that one plot hole about the Death Star. It needs to include Death Troopers. It needs to include new troopers. Needs to do this, needs to do that. Tarkin needs to be in it. Princess Leia needs to connect to the end of A New Hope. Vader needs to somehow be in it. And guess what? That film was, guess what, Dylan? Successful.
Yep.
Rebels was made. And there were probably checklists for that film as well. I mean, for that show as well. But now you look at one thing. The Last Jedi. What is everyone hearing about Last Jedi? KK hired Rian Johnson and said, do whatever, Rian. She wanted a Rian Johnson film as a Star Wars film. She said, you can do whatever. Write the script.
And people are still doing whatever. And it just they're throwing spaghetti randomly at the wall and hoping it sticks. And I'm sorry, but the spaghetti's never gonna stick unless you cook it.
That is why I think after this year, Star Wars content might be changing. I'm not gonna try and give false hope.
Know.
I'm saying this though because thing is, we all know that Bob Iger's not happy that there has not been a Star Wars movie, and guess how long? It's been 5 years since we've done a Star Wars movie. 2019. It's 2024.
Iger's not happy, period, because everything, not just Star Wars, everything is failing under his watch.
You do realize that, you know why The Phantom Menace did so well during its 3-day re-release? It's because fans want to see Star Wars in the big screen again.
Yep.
It's legit why. Everyone was hyping up The Phantom Menace, and guess what? I took my friend with me. We took our KFC cups. You saw that Anakin one, Shifty? We took that Anakin one there. We took Darth Maul, you know, Yoda, Watto. We took them all, and we took my huge popcorn tin up, and we watched The Phantom Menace, and it was super good. You know, I even cheered when the Crawl showed up. I cheered. I was like, yeah! Like, I cheered for Duel of the Fates. I cheered for the pod race. You know why? Because I miss seeing Star Wars in the theater. And I feel like...
You know what I did on, what was it, May the 4th? I literally got and watched these guys' reactions. I'm gonna shout them out right now. Shoutouts to these guys. These guys are great. These guys were fantastic. Watching episode 4 with them was an absolute blast. You guys should definitely go check them out if you guys haven't. But that's what I did May 4th. I watched Star Wars, yeah? And that was before I watched everything else with my buddy Seth. We want to see old Star Wars.
we want to watch good Star Wars, and I think because Iger is getting pissed off at the lack of Star Wars succeeding, I think
And
he's
everything
being
else.
kind of strict. I think he's being really strict about it. I think there's a reason why the Rey movie had so many script rewrites. I think it's because of that. I think Iger and KK, like Iger's purposely making KK be like, if you want this Rey movie, you really want this Rey movie, it needs to be amazing
Perfect.
or good. Like, it needs to be good. It can't be bad. It can't be what, you know, some fans would describe as woke. It can't be like that. It needs to be good, and it needs to win at least the fans that are willing to give us a try back. Like, that's the thing.
Yep.
You don't have to win back the fandom menace. You should at least try and win back the fans like Dylan, who are like, hey, I just want good Star Wars. Like, that's legit what Dylan just wants. He just wants good Star Wars. If
Good Star
let's
Wars,
say-
that's all I want.
if for example, the Mandalorian Grogu movie comes out and Dylan loves, if I tell Dylan, hey look, Dylan, the movie's great, go watch it. Dylan's gonna go watch it. And he's like, alright, strike one. You have to get 3 strikes and I'll be a Star Wars fan, like a full Star Wars fan again. Let's say
That'd be
Ahsoka
really
Season
good,
2
yeah.
comes out. Let's say Ahsoka Season 2 comes out. And besides the Sabine shit, because you do know that they're still gonna have that shit.
Yeah,
But-
of course.
If Ahsoka Season 2 is great, strike 2.
They already got Strike 1, because you know what Strike 1 was? Strike
Amanda
1
Grogu.
was actually, what was it? Morgan
Tales of
Elsbeth
the Em-
and Barris
Yeah,
Humphrey's
Tales
story.
of the Empire. Yeah, no, but I'm just saying. And then the Rey movie, if it's actually solid, and Dylan likes it, like, he doesn't love it, but he thinks it was solid and good. Like, it's better than the
Yes,
Disney Plus
that's
shit.
all I want.
It's good. You know, if it's solid and good, he's like, alright, I'm a fan again. Like, that's legit what you have to
Exactly.
do, Disney. You know? Like, just
Yep.
make good quality crap again. Like Mando Season 1 and 2.
That's a
Like
message.
The Force
You know what?
Awakens
I'm
and
gonna
Rogue
cut
One.
that out and send it to... Make a short out of that or something. Dude, because I swear, that's all we need.
Like,
all we
we
need.
are currently watching the Freemaker Adventures, and the funny thing is, Lego! A Lego show can respect Star Wars more than some of this crap currently on Disney Plus.
It legit
you know?
is! It legit is, and I've been enjoying the Lego Freemakers, which we actually want to cut this stream kind of short now because we want to watch that show. But we've been going for about an hour and 45 minutes. But no, legit, to finish this conversation, yes, I wish Star Wars was good, but to wrap up everything that we were talking about, yeah, me personally, I've been doing really good. I've been getting healthier. I've been getting stronger. I've been getting better. I've been getting better at doing work and just better as a personal life. I've been like really in a good place lately, even though I don't have Star Wars as a part of it. In fact, that might be part of the reason why I'm getting a good place. But
Shut up. Shut up.
I had to, man. I had to. But I also, and I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of this. I shouldn't give this to you guys at all. I'm going to. Because this is what I've been doing. And I finished the first chapter of Reaper's Blood Drawn. Guys. I finished the first chapter of it as a manga, as a comic book. This is my own project, which is, of course, Reaper Blood. You guys can read it on Royal Road if you guys want to. Go find Reaper's Blood. This is what I've been working on in my personal time, and I've been having a blast with it. I'll show you guys just a little bit of it here. Probably my best panel is this page. Absolutely, just having a blast working on this, guys. Guys, go check out Reaper's Blood on Royal Road, Wattpad, Scribbler Hub, and soon to come would be the actual comic of it. With that said, anything you want to say?
You know what I gotta say? Hashtag just I don't know. That's a great hashtag.
Yes. Let me. Where is the banners? Yes. Let me do this.
Hashtag I don't know. Hashtag I don't know. Confirmed.
Hashtag IDK.
Yes.
Hashtag I don't know, guys. With that said, thank you guys for watching. It's been an hour and 45 minutes. Again, happy birthday to me because I'm going on vacation. By the time I get back, I will be 27. Yeah, I'm not 27 yet, so this was total. What's it called? Catchy title?
It's a lie. Click.
It's a lie. It's clickbait. It's clickbait. Because I'll be 27 in a week. I'm not 27 yet, but it's clickbait. Thank you guys for watching, and I am out for now. Bye.
Bye.
Let's see the last comment. Layers, happy early birthday. Thank you, Shifty. And thank you, Shifty, for coming in and hanging out with us. It's been fun, dude. And thanks to LDG. Thanks, man, for coming in. Absolutely great. And thank you for anyone else who ended up watching this or will end up watching this later. And for now, I think we are out.